We'll be staying with the show through 7 o'clock, but first, our top story.
I remember he pulled out 2 little plastic ladybugs and set them on the dash while he was driving.
A Fort Hood soldier killed in action is remembered today. This morning, the community said goodbye to an Army pilot who died in Afghanistan after his helicopter crashed while providing ground support. 6 News reporter Barry Roy was at the funeral for Chief Warrant Officer 2 David C. Knadel and joins us in studio with more on an emotional goodbye. Barry.
Imani, there wasn't a service.
Full tribute, Barry. Thank you. Well, it's time now for a first check of our weather. Meteorologist Bill Hecky is standing by with the details. Hey, Bill.
Hello, Imani, and hello to you. We've had that in a short while. Imani.
All right, thanks, Bill. Tonight, we're getting a look at the Gatesville Hospital renovations more than a year after an explosion destroyed the expansion. 6 News reporter Cole Johnson is live in Gatesville now to show us more. Cole.
That we're inside taking a look around today. But Imani, back to you.
All right, thank you, Cole. A 28-year-old man is in the hospital tonight after being shot 4 times by deputies. It happened last night on Lake Air Drive in Waco near KFC. Sheriff Parnell McNamara says his deputies shot Douglas Hill 4 times after he ran away and started shooting at them. Hill was taken to the hospital but is expected to survive. A fugitive task force was trying to bring Hill in for criminal charges out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Well, it's time now for another visit to our Camo Santa toy drive. We here at 6 News have teamed up with HEB to provide gifts to children of military families in need. And tonight, Nick Canizales is out spending some time with Santa at the Harker Heights HEB. Nick, how's it looking out there?
In the studio.
All right, thank you, Nick. Still to come, meteorologist Bill Hecky has a look at your forecast. Stick with us. Welcome back. Commuters and sky watchers in Central Texas got a treat early this morning. A fireball was seen shooting across the sky as people made their way to work. One driver captured the meteor's descent on his dashboard camera just before 6 a.m. while driving down State Highway 71. The space rock hit the atmosphere, turning into a bright blue light before finally disappearing from sight. How neat is that? All right, now let's get a check of the weather. Bill.
Well, that was a good shot. Our weather, we may see that freeze mark as we get into Wednesday. Imani?
All right, thanks, Bill. We join the Baylor Coaches Show next. Today on 6 News at 5.
Tonight, we say goodbye to a war hero killed 2 weeks ago in Afghanistan. David Knadel's funeral services coming up.
Then why officers in Waco opened fire on a fugitive from Louisiana. Formal articles of impeachment will be drafted against President Trump and what that means going forward. 6 News starts right now.
I remember he pulled out 2 little plastic ladybugs and set them on the dash while he was driving.
A Fort Hood soldier killed in action is remembered today. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Imani Payne. Chris and Leslie are on assignment. Freedom is never free, and as Americans, we're reminded of that when soldiers die while fighting for the freedoms we enjoy every single day. 2 weeks ago, Chief Warrant Officer 2 David Knadel was killed when his Apache helicopter crashed in Afghanistan. Today, he was laid to rest in an emotional ceremony. 6 News reporter Barry Roy was there for a solemn goodbye to a true patriot. Barry.
Imani, Chief Warrant Officer, as we say goodbye to David C. Knadel.
Barry, thank you. Well, it's time now for a first check of our weather. Meteorologist Bill Hecky is standing by with the details. Hey, Bill.
Hello, Imani, and hello to you. We've had a lot of...
A man is in the hospital tonight after allegedly shooting at officers trying to serve a warrant. It happened last night on Lake Air Drive in Waco near KFC. Sheriff Parnell McNamara says his deputy shot Douglas Hill 4 times after he ran away and started shooting at them. Hill was rushed to the hospital but is expected to survive. A fugitive task force was trying to bring Hill in for criminal charges out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Military officials now say a sailor used his service weapon to kill 2 civilian workers and then himself at Pearl Harbor. The official, who spoke anonymously, says the 22-year-old sailor was assigned to stand watch on a submarine undergoing maintenance at the military base in Hawaii. The gunman was assigned to the submarine USS Columbia. It's still not clear if he knew his victims.
We'll be looking at every aspect of it, what lessons we can learn, what additional, security procedures would be needed.
The deadly shooting comes just days before thousands traveled to the base to mark the 78th anniversary of the Japanese bombing that propelled the United States into World War II. The House is moving forward to draft articles of impeachment against President Trump, claiming he abused his power and obstructed Congress. Republicans calling it a partisan sham, claiming Democrats are putting party over country. Alice Barr explains it all from Washington.
Good morning.
In an historic NBC News, Washington.
The Justice Department has unsealed charges against 2 Russian men in what they say is one of the worst computer hacking and bank fraud schemes of the past decade. In a related move, the Treasury Department has frozen all of their assets. The actions relate to malware that authorities say was used to empty bank accounts. At least $100 million was stolen in more than 40 countries. The 2 Russian men are alleged to be top figures in a group called Evil Corp. A new report by the CDC paints a troubling picture of rising teen tobacco use in the U.S. It reveals 1 in 4 teens have used a tobacco product in the past 30 days, and many don't believe doing so occasionally carries any risk, whether it's smoked, vaped, or chewed. In the past month, more than 6 million middle and high school students say they've used some type of tobacco product. Of those, at least 1.6 million describe their use as frequent or more than 20 days a month. Well, it's time now for another visit to our Camo Santa toy drive. We here at 6 News have teamed up with H-E-B to provide gifts to children of military families in need. And tonight, Nick Canizales is out spending some time with Santa at the Harker Heights H-E-B. Nick, how's it looking out there?
Hey, Imani, it's going really. You back here after the end of the show?
Hey, who knows? Maybe so. All right. Thanks, Nick. Well, still to come, a cat and its southern accent have gone viral. We'll take a listen later. But first, Fort Hood goes green, how the Post is leading the way when it comes to recycling. Stick with us. Welcome back. When it comes to recycling, some of us are better than others. And that goes for military bases too. It turns out Fort Hood is making huge progress in that area. So Bradley Blackburn went on post to see the system in action.
The Army finding green in the heart of Texas. Fort Hood, I'm Bradley Blackburn.
We'll be right back.
And then Imani.
All right, thanks, Bill. Baylor football has a path to the national championship, but it means they have to beat the Oklahoma Sooners in this weekend's Big 12 championship game. So this week's Baylor Coaches Show is one you don't want to miss, and we have some good news. You can watch it right here on 6 News in about an hour. The guests this week are defensive coordinator Phil Snow and co-offensive coordinator Jeff Nixon. Coverage starts right here at 6:15 tonight. We'll also be streaming the entire show starting at 6 o'clock on all of our social media platforms, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. When you're king of the NBA, you've got to talk the talk and walk the walk. LeBron James had that covered last night as he and the Lakers played the Utah Jazz. But it wasn't the beatdown the Lakers handed out that has fans talking today. It's this play by James. Take a look. He brings the ball up the court, then picks up his dribble, takes a few steps, and starts dribbling again. Now look at the reaction of the guy trying to guard LeBron. Despite his pleas, the refs are oblivious to what should be an easy call for traveling. LeBron later laughed it off and said he had a brain malfunction. The Lakers went on to win the game 121-96. I'm a Lakers fan myself, and I can admit that did not look too good. Well, the internet has a new viral cat sensation, and this one has a southern accent. The video shows the orange feline named Gambino running away from the camera and into the kitchen before popping out from behind the fridge to meow. In the clip, Gambino's meow sounds just like the words, "well, hi," said in a thick southern accent. I don't know, that cat may be from Texas. What do you think? The video was shot by Gambino's owner. It was posted on social media earlier this week and has already been viewed nearly 1.5 million times. We'll be right back. Let's head back out to our Camo Santa toy drive. We here at 6 News have teamed up with HEB to provide gifts to children of military families in need. And tonight, Nick Canizales is out spending some time with Santa at the Harker Heights HEB. Nick, how's it looking out there?
Okay if they're on TV? Okay. Y'all are going to be on TV.
Hey, Imani's looking to be back here at 6 o'clock. Imani?
Cute kiddos. All right, thanks, Nick.
Well, nice to meet you guys.
Well, that does it here for us. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be right back here tonight at 6. Have a great night.